Today on In the Woodyard, we are at the Arborist Show in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is the WAA, Wisconsin Arborist Association show, and we're looking at some equipment, and in just a minute we're going to talk to the guys from Bobcat Plus about the Avant machinery. Here we go. Today on In the Woodyard, I am at the Arborist Show in Green Bay, and we're going to be talking to this guy, Brad, and he is from Bobcat Plus, and he's got Avant products we're going to talk about. Here we go. So here's Brad. He works with Bobcat Plus, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And so you guys sell these loaders, the Avants. So I've been lusting after these for a while now because I have a tractor that I use, but it doesn't articulate, as you know.
Yeah, the compact tractor world, no articulation. It makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it works good, but this would be better. So tell me about what you got here. It's two different machines, right?
Yeah, so here we got the Avant, the 735, which is going to be your biggest frame, still with the 25 horsepower diesel Kubota engine in it.
Okay,
no
Kubota,
emissions, no anything like that. If you go over to the 528, once again, same engine, you're going to have the same horsepower. A little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow, easier to get in and out of backyards, stuff like that. As you can see on the front, this is our timber grab. This is actually a true knockaround. So obviously when you grab the material, you knock it around in order to adjust it, get inside the chipper. This one right here is called a multi-task. It's got a 5.5 ton rotator right there, so you can grab material.
Articulate
Yep.
the whole
Spin it 360
Nice.
continuously. You can grab trees, whatever you might need to do when you're cutting. Feed wood chippers. This one is also available in the heavy duty timber grab. That's going to come out like an L as well. Makes it really nice for loading trucks.
And then how far does this extend?
This extends out to about 140 inches. Obviously every boom is a little bit different. We sell one that's a little bit bigger than this. Well, that'll get all the way up to around 150 inches.
Oh, okay. So then your maximum height for stacking is what?
150 inches is going to be the height to hinge pin.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
got it.
Yep, so that's kind of how that's measured.
And there's tons of different attachments, you were saying?
Yes, there's over 200 different attachments. So a lot of the tree guys obviously like to pair their trailer with multiple attachments. Some guys will go with a basic push broom for cleaning up debris at the end. Other people will use a sweeper bucket, sweeping up obviously material. A lot of people like to stump, knock it all out in one swipe. So a lot of their guys now are running equipment the majority of the time, keeping everyone safe, out of harm's way, and obviously there's multiple attachments to get the job done.
So what does this unit weigh and what can it lift?
This weighs around 4,000 pounds and it can lift a little bit over 3,400 pounds. So it's going to actually be the lightest wheel loader, and people might say, well, why is that a big thing? Well, as you can see here, it's got the smart turf drive, so you're going to have very, very little ground disturbance. So you can get in and out of a backyard, spring, fall, rainy season, any time of the year, and you're able to pretty much do everything you need to do. You can even lift 3,000 pounds and still have no trace of you being in the backyard.
Not destroy the yard. I see a lot of guys laying
plywood and stuff like
and
that.
Runners and everything, because they have that, they've got ag type tires and they just rip everything up.
Another thing that's really unique with Avant is this fast coupler system right here. You got your hydraulic in and you're out, and this one has electrical because you got a 12-volt diverter, so you're able to do 4 functions. So the nice part about this is you press this red button and you flip this handle up. Okay, now I'm out.
Quick swap.
Yep, so that comes out. There's no hydraulic pressure. Once again, there's no electrical to get ripped off. You put it in, click it back, boom, good to go. So that is huge for people because obviously a lot of times you get to the job site, oh, you got a hydraulic pressure, need to try to break that, a lot of cussing, a lot of broken knuckles, stuff like that.
A lot of fluid draining on the ground.
Yes, exactly.
I
or on someone's new patio.
Exactly.
Something a little bit newer is they're now putting hydraulic cylinder to open and close this bob attach right here, this Avant quick attach. So that's also really nice.
So you can do that from the
Don't even have to get in the loader. You come over here, there's a red button, lock, unlock, you press that button in, opens the pins, press it back, locks it in.
So everything's operated with the joystick?
Another nice part too is this joystick right here. This is an optic control, so you have all your controls in one spot. You don't have to keep on moving around, you don't have to flip 5 buttons to get to your swivel, your open, your close. You got everything right on this joystick, very easy, and they did just include this dash. This dash will turn out the performance of the machine. When you run an attachment, it'll tell you how many gallons per minute you're pushing or liters per minute. So it's real easy, goes with the attachment. Everything's very, very visible and makes it a lot easier for the operator.
Right, very nice.
Another one thing about the Avant is you do sit on the front portion of it, okay? So some of the competitors, you sit on the rear. So obviously with the front, now you're closer to where everything's happening out in front of you. Okay, so you got better visibility, and you also have a singular boom arm here, so you have better visibility as well on what your attachment might be doing, which is another huge feature with Avant.
Very nice. And then this little guy over here weighs how much?
This guy's around 3,000 pounds, lift around a ton, so 2,000 pounds. This is probably our most popular one. And you might ask why. People like the footprint, a little bit more narrow, a little bit more cost effective for your startup guys. Obviously, nothing's free nowadays, so this is going to hit more of your mid to upper 40s, maybe touching 50K, and that's going to be more of a nice starter that can do everything.
Right. And then this one goes for what?
This one's going to be around 60, 65.
Okay.
This is an add-on right here, that Line-X that they spray on there, because obviously the Avant has these bendable fenders. That just adds some rigidity to it. And the nice part about those fenders is if they ever crack, you can order brand new ones and replace them and look brand new. If you got steel or anything like that, duct tape. Duct tape does work pretty well when you go to trade it in. Doesn't hurt the value much at all. But
and then this particular attachment
yes,
goes for how much for the grapple?
This is about $8,500.
$8,500.
If you get the
so is that just the bottom part, or is it
the whole? This is the whole thing.
Got it.
If you were to go to a heavy-duty timber grab like this, but have the swivel head on it, but it's a lot thicker, and it's got the arborist tie down and stuff on the top, you're right around, I think, 10 to 11,000.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very, very nice. Yeah, I've been looking at these for a while now, just to have the articulation.
Yeah, one thing people really like too is it really simplifies the tie down process, because none of these have good tie downs, and obviously transportation is always dangerous, so you can easily hook on straps, clevises, chains, and you tie down the wheels, and that makes it really easy, especially if you have multiple crews and you can't always trust everyone tying them down.
Right,
so
and it's pretty visible because it's right on the side.
Yep, so just say, hey guys, hook it to the tires, you're good to go.
I see you got a weight back here. Can you add more weight to the back? Or
this is a counterweight. A lot of times we order them with that because obviously people want performance, they want lift.
Right.
Once again, we are a very light machine. We are very maneuverable, but we lift a lot of weight, which is obviously a dream come true for tree guys.
Oh, yeah.
No ground disturbance and able to lift pretty much a whole tree.
Yeah, very nice. So you guys are located, what's your address in Green Bay?
We are in De Pere, Green Bay. I'm trying to think. I'm out of 1408 South Van Dyke Street. So I'm in Appleton, but then
okay. Yeah.
what are we, Mid Valley Drive? 1372 Mid Valley Drive into
Yes.
Pier.
I drive past there. I didn't know the address. But
Yes,
yeah,
yep. So right off the 41, both locations are. So you can see Appleton if you're heading southbound through Appleton,
Right
and then you're heading northbound right when you get past Shearing Road. It's going to be right over there to your left.
And then when someone gets one of these, do you have several available all the time, or do you?
Yes, we do have 6 locations. So if you drive by and you don't see the machine you might want, we have pretty much every single frame size and series at Avant, as we probably have about 30 to 40 in stock, and we can get them within a couple days from other locations.
Where are they actually made?
Finland.
Finland.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they do have a center in Chicago. So it's pretty nice if you guys are ever interested and you're like, hey, Brad, I really like this machine, but I just want to meet the Avant guys. We can take a trip down to Chicago.
Sure.
I'll even pay for lunch. I think depends what the boss says about that, and we'll go visit and say hi. And I'll show you guys where everything is made pretty much.
So do you sell only to arborists, or do you sell some to people that do?
No, we got guys that put in hot tubs, do pools.
Right.
Anyone that wants to get in the backyard
Right.
and have zero disturbance.
Landscape guys, I would assume.
Landscapers like it. Municipals are slowly turning to this. Really good for sidewalks. Snow removal guys really like them because you can put a broom on the front, you can put a salter on the back, one swipe, you're done. And then, yes, the biggest thing is tree guys really like them.
Right. So basically, the big thing with this, who is ever using it, you're buying time is what you're doing.
Yes.
Speed.
Yep.
Speeds everything up.
Yep. Like I was saying before, I got customers that have multiple attachments. This thing takes away the backpack blowers. It takes away the raking. It takes away the hassle of cleanup. Obviously, feeding a chipper, you can feed it directly with the timber grab. So you line it up, you twist it the right way, you feed your chipper, and everyone's kind of out of danger's way, like I said, and it's very efficient.
Very nice. Hey, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
There it is, the Avant. There it is, Bobcat Plus. That's all for today, folks. Come on back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. with another video. I'll see you then. Right now, go watch all the other videos. There's 1,300 waiting for you. Good night, Irene.